Welcome. I'm going to show you how to create your color wheel using the Sketchpad drawing website. So I'm right in Sketchpad right now, and over here we've got a control panel that gives us some main choices, and then we have these options over here in this gray bar. So the first thing you want to do is hit this plus button to start a new graph paper and hit create. And we want to change the size of our graph paper to 1200. I clicked again this crop and size button. Whatever's lit up yellow is what I'm using. I'm going to change the height and the width to 1200. Okay, and then I'm going to go over to the looking glass, which allows me to zoom in and out so I can get really far into the details, or zoom out. And the goal is to zoom it out so that you can see your entire canvas. So right here I can see the top, the bottom, the left, and the right edges, so that's good. So I'm going to get out of zoom and click on whatever shape you have here. These shapes change, so I want to change my shape right now, and if I go down here and click into this area, it shows my shape menu of what I can choose. We're going to start with a ring, and we want to make sure our fill color is white. So some of you might have it on a gradient right here. So make sure you stick it on color and choose white, and your outline should be color and black. So I'm going to close it, and then I'm going to go and find the middle of my grid, which I can't hardly see the grid here. I'll find the middle of my canvas anyway, and draw a circle or a ring that I think is going to fill most of the space, and that looks pretty good. So that's a good size ring, but it's a little bit pinching on this side and has a lot of space over here, so I need to move it. If I just use this, if you see my cursor is a ring, so if I click and try to move the ring, it just draws another ring. So I'm going to go over here and undo what I last made. And in order to move the ring, I need to click the select arrow button. That allows me to choose and select something and move it around. You can also change the size of it. You can also rotate it, which doesn't do much since this is a ring. I think I warped it a little bit there. That was kind of a funny spin. But this is nice and centered because it's got enough space here at those edges. So I'm going to go now to my pencil right here. I'm going to click on that pencil. That's my mark making tool, but I want to change it. So I'm going to choose the menu for it and select line. So with this line, what happens is you're going to start a line somewhere. So I'm going to start it here. I'm going to click and release, and then move the other end to where I think is the middle of the ring. So I think this might split the ring right down the middle. So you're going to click and release it, but it still wants to draw. See this? See, I can draw wacky lines all over the place. You just keep clicking and releasing. So I don't want that to happen. Let me undo all of that. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh no. We're just going to have to move them. I don't know. It won't undo anymore. Oh, alright. That definitely was, and I accidentally pressed it down and dragged it. So it's not undoing anymore. So I'm just gonna get a little crafty and move these dots down here. Go down there, buddy. And now I need to go back and close it. Oh man, close it again. So I closed it. So that was a little bit trickier than normal. Let's try it again the right way without me getting crazy. So I'm going to do another line through the middle right here. And so I'm going to start it by clicking and letting go. And then I'm going to go over and figure out where the middle is. Where is it going to be? Right about here. I'm going to click and release. And remember, it still wants to draw. So you have to bring it all the way back to where you started and close it. So now you have your ring broken into 4 quadrants. And our goal is to create a color wheel like this. So a color wheel has 12 colors going around. So we need to break our segments into 12 instead of 4. Let me close that one out. Alright, so we got 4 parts. We need to break each of these parts into thirds. So I'm going to visually look where I think 3 spaces will fit in here evenly, and I'm going to start a line.
We need a custodian down by the gym to clean up his spill. A custodian down by the gym to clean up his spill.
Please excuse that announcement. Okay, so I'm going to say that this is about a third. I'm going to click here and release. Go straight through the center right here, the center of that X, and down the other side. But before I sync it, I want to make sure I have this in the right spot. So I got it through the center, and I think this is about one third of this area. I synced it. So now I'm going to go back and close the line. And I'm going to do another one because we need to break each of these quadrants into 3 pieces. Maybe I'll move that. There we go. And then back and close it. So I'm going to do the same thing in this quadrant, which syncs to this quadrant. And back and close it. And then this is the last one. Do a line, back and close. Oops, that might be in the wrong spot. So if I want to move this line, well, actually I'm just going to leave it. It's a little bit off here, but I'm just going to leave it. So it doesn't have to be super perfect. Just do the best you can. Alright, so now we don't need all of these pie shapes in the middle. Our goal was to separate the ring out into 12 kind of equal sections. So we're going to cover this pie shape by making a circle. So I'm going to go up here to my shape maker, and I'm going to change my shape into a circle. And you want it white with a black outline. So I'm going to start it in the middle the best I can and make it about the right size, but you see how my circle is not in the center. I think this is a good size right here. I'm going to let go of it now, but I need to move it over, and as you can see there's a dot for my cursor, so if I click this it's going to draw another dot, and I don't want to do that, so I'm going to undo this, and to move it I need to go up here and hit select that circle and move it to the middle. I think that's about good. I warped my ring so it's a little squished in places, but it'll work. Alright, so we got our 12 color segments, and we got a nice clean circle in the middle. I can stretch this out so that it fills the entire space and leaves no gaps, and it's nice and clean, so that looks even better. So now what we want to do is we want to create this triangle that's going to point to the primary colors of red, yellow, blue. So let's go back and change our shape to a triangle. So there's a triangle. And if you're ever wondering what I click on and what I'm using, it's highlighted yellow. So I'm in the shapes right now. And this is the shape menu. I changed it to triangle. I'm going to start in the center the best I can and draw a triangle. I'm kind of spinning my hand as I draw. And the goal is, oh, that's a little too big. I think maybe that's a good size. I let go of it now. You want the corners of your triangle to point to the center of a color section. So each of them have to be centered the best you can. So I need to move this triangles a little off. So I'm going to hit that select arrow and move. Ooh, that looks really good right there. So your triangle does not have to be in the same position. It can literally be in any direction, anywhere on this wheel, as long as it is pointing to the center of 3 different color sections. Now this one's overlapping a little bit. I might try to shrink it in. There we go. This one is really close. I'm just going to shrink it in there. So now they're right on the inner circle edge. Alright, so that looks pretty good. I got them pointing pretty much near the center of each color section. So I'm going to go back to my line maker. And first let's remember what we need to do. So let's look at our directions again. What we need is to create this Y divider inside the triangle that gives us a red space, a yellow space, and a blue space. So we want to create this kind of Y. So I'm going to go back into my line maker. Oh, I've got it. And what you want to do is you're going to start with a side of your triangle and find the middle. So here's the middle. And then you want to go in and find the center of your triangle. So I think maybe this is the center. Just do the best you can and then go back and close it. So you got one line there. And I'm going to do the same thing with this side. I'm going to find the middle of that side, go down to the center, come back and close it. Again, we're going to find the middle of this side, click it, go to the center, click it, come back and close it, click it. So now we divvied that up with a nice little Y. So now we're going to do some labeling. So let's change